The beams of the Sleeper, the Aberrant and the Puppeteer converge here. The conflux is near. I did my part. Ganez better bring the Hellion and do. This journey ends now.
One final push. Victory is at hand.
What is that?
The abyssal portal. It is opening.
We'll secure the area. You do your thing.
The searing song be with us.
Nothing but a slave.
How could you?
You really thought Araman could set me free that easily? This is the fallen Duke of Fury you're facing, Valeria. We lost. He wins.
Never. No matter the odds. You betrayed us for the last time. I will drive my blade through your heart.
Show me your wrath! I know your every move, child. I made you, molded you. Let me ease your pain, daughter.
Father.
I wish there was another way.
Hemlock!
You just can't accept defeat, can you? Even if you won, she would fall into the abyss. Your sister is gone. The Hellion is gone. This is all pointless. Fury's ascent is nigh. Submit!
There is no giving up on family.
Sure.
Can't manage that right now.
We have need of your flesh.
She suffers because of you, because of your stubbornness, because of your ego.
You will be
Surrender to my axe. This is a better fate than enslavement.
Not possible.
You are an Ascended. If you had listened when I exiled you, you would have had time to train and maybe save this world. But you threw all that away to save your sister. She has been holding you back all along.
I need more power.
You will be
I will break you. For her.
Break me. You know nothing of my powers. Young Ascended. A pointless struggle.
His gift has made us unstoppable.
That's not happening.
You will be remade.
It can't be done. I need more power. I need more power.
His gift made us unstoppable.
Not possible.
Take care of him! We must close the portal now!
You can't stop Fury's ascent.
I can't. She will.
Gunners! I will obliterate you!
You and I aren't finished.
You will pay for your insolence.
I need more power.
His gift has made us unstoppable.
Not happening. It's not happening. Not possible. Not possible. Not possible.
Come! We have need of your flesh.
Can't manage that right now. Not possible.
Come!
Can't manage
We
that
have
right
need
now.
of your flesh.
The way is clear.
Daughter. It's over, children. We will know peace together now. He is here.
Gunez!
Almost there! I could feel the portal waning!
Oh no. What's happening? Gunez, what's happening?
Araman is splitting to get a part of himself through the portal!
Faster. She won't make it. Close it now!
For the searing sun!
There's no giving up on family.
I'm still not sure.
Stormfall has suffered enough. We cannot afford to bicker amongst ourselves any longer.
It's true. The houses must be able to compromise, show unity during these troubled times.
And that's why, with no solid claims, we have decided to move forward with you as Regent.
Well, I will not lie to you. Many of us had our doubts.
But you know what? You were right. Our interests as houses are far too disparate. Without a leader, deciding on what we should invest in became excruciatingly difficult.
Yes, you see, after Damascus gave up his throne, we entered a period of transition. And the way things work during such periods make it difficult to authorize anything. We must all agree unanimously to initiate a project.
And well, that has and never will happen, I suspect. As a neutral party, you have no conflicting interests, and each house has an equal chance of seeing their interests furthered by your decisions.
And then, of course, there is the people. They adore you. And why would they not? Your record is indeed exceptional, and your moral standing a beacon for all during these times of uncertainty.
Well, I'm glad you've seen sense.
Splendid. Now, my lord, you'll have to get used to that. You must be terribly tired after your journey. Please feel free to retire for the day. When you are ready, you may summon us to discuss Stormfall's future.
Well, thank you. All of you. A little rest would be, perfect, actually.
Very good, my lord. And farewell.
Yes. Farewell, my lord. We shall speak soon.
I still don't understand it. Stormfall, the jewel of the sea, and with no war fleet to speak of. And the greatest of all of them, the Radiant Armada sent by Damascus to fight someone else's war. Your son left with them, didn't he? How long has it been?
I don't know. A long time. I wonder if he even knows what's happened here while he's been gone.
Unlikely. I suppose he and his crew have their own battles to fight.
Yes, but they should have been fighting for Stormfall, not some random warlord on the edge of nowhere.
Perhaps not. But Stormfall always needs coin. Perhaps now more than ever.
You're right, of course. I just can't stand it. I don't even know if he's alive. I could be waiting for a ghost.
I know. Come on, let's go for a walk.
My lord, as we are expanding Stormfall, the Council have been discussing how important it may be to have a vault to protect the city's wealth.
And your loyal friend Mojave has been chosen for the job.
Ah, yes, we believe your loyal friend to be the perfect candidate for overseeing such an operation.
It will be the finest vault Stormfall has ever seen. And Mojave will be its king.
Well, no, you will not be a king. You will oversee its construction and day-to-day operations. But it is not your... Greetings, my lord. The Council would like to discuss a very delicate matter with you.
Is that so? I'm all ears.
After Damascus was removed from power, the houses agreed that Anankis should be excavated and its wealth claimed by Stormfall. It was going well for the most part, until our excavationists fell upon a strange artifact. They referred to it as the Ark of Anankis.
Not long after we received their report, a fraction of the number we sent down there returned. Eyes glazed over, mumbling words that meant nothing to anyone. One of them had it, this supposed Ark, wrapped in her tunic. We would not risk the same fate as the others, so we buried it, still wrapped in that tunic, in a cave network accessible only from the sea.
I've never seen them like this before, my lord. I hear no disdain or trickery in their voices. These things scared them, that's for certain.
It could be otherworldly in nature. Although we cannot be sure, we thought we should tell you.
Given your affinity to such things, we thought you may be able to resist the effect it had on the others. However, if it is truly as powerful as it seems...
We would need some assurances first.
You would give us your oath. Firstly, that you will use the artifact to advance the interests of Stormfall and its houses, and never harm them. Secondly,
you will pay us handsomely for our retrieval efforts.
I see. Thank you for bringing this to my attention.
Of course. Anything for the champion of Stormfall.
Excuse me. Yes, I'm talking to you, my friend. Mojave would like a word, if your schedule allows.
Oh, I suppose I can spare the time. What is it?
You are always looking for an edge in combat, yes? And sometimes, to procure the best equipment, one must look beyond the usual channels. You understand?
Admittedly, not quite.
I speak of the dark market, of course. A place where even the rarest of items can be bought. Some dealers even claim to have access to items that many would consider legendary.
Interesting. And where would I find such dealers?
Ah, you see, you, my friend, would not find them at all. Mojave will do that for you. It will take time and a lot of coin, but I will find the contacts you need. At first, I would find someone for crafting materials and reagents. After that, it will cost more time and more coin to find additional contacts for a more expansive range of items. But we may discuss that another time, perhaps.
Sounds a little shady. But if you think it's a good idea...
Oh, but of course. And don't worry, the items we procure will be used for good. No, we would never let them fall into the hands of those who mean ill.
My lord, you are aware of Stormfall's Seekers, are you not?
Doesn't ring a bell. No.
They are, or were, a garrison of individuals devoted to the exploration of the continent. But since tragedy has struck Stormfall, many of the Seekers have passed, and the garrison they once called home is now a pile of rubble. I suggest that we rebuild the garrison, and have someone, worldly, shall we say, advising them. In the absence of a senior Seeker, I suggest that we hire this dashing Eugene as an advisor. During his youth, Eugene traveled far and wide for the Purple Phoenix. You see, Eugene has collected a wealth of tales. Tales which could guide our Seekers to the rarest of treasures. Think about how profitable such treasures would be for Stormfall.
Oh, stop, Anna Ruse. We all know who stands to gain the most from this arrangement. But please, do grovel some more.
Anna Ruse is of House Brightgale, my lord, and they are not doing as well as they used to. They had an agreement with the Seekers, you see, where they would provide House Brightgale with the most valuable and exotic of goods to trade.
Do not listen to Tabitha, my lord. She... Eugene! Why don't you go ahead and say your piece?
Oh, right. That's my cue. Well, my lord, while I can't completely abandon my post at the Purple Phoenix, I can't stand the way they look at me. How they care so little for the stories I've gathered over the years. And so, I thought, if the Purple Phoenix doesn't want to take advantage of these tales of mine, who else do I know that could make use of them? I'm not asking for much. Just the odd coin to trickle my way, perhaps. I'll guide your captains, send them to the right spots.
Be careful, my lord. Eugene's not the malicious sort, but he wouldn't be doing this if there wasn't something in it for him.
It'll be perfect for all involved.
That remains to be seen. We'll give it some thought.
My lord? Yeah. Hey, so, this is a thing I've been working on. I've been looking at Enaracts. Fascinating things. Yes, anyway, I've been using this device. Think of it as a telescope, but for looking at really tiny things. And I've realized that these Enaracts, well, they have a kind of structure.
A structure?
Yes, and each piece of that structure has a particular resonance. Like a different color, I guess is a way of putting it. So, by analysing the structure and its components, I believe it may be possible to duplicate and even modify the existing structure. And what's more, I think I've designed the tools necessary to handle this duplication process. Naturally, I'd require a significant expansion to my lab and its capabilities.
Ah, so that's where I come in.
Yes, indeed. I don't doubt it will be worth it, though, especially for you. Just be warned, some preliminary duplication attempts have showed that the tools I have in mind cannot duplicate an Enaract more than once. It seems that each time an Enaract is duplicated, its structure changes, becoming incredibly complex. It's as though it knows what I'm up to. I'd need further investment to develop the tools necessary, for analyzing those new structures.
Well, perhaps I'll make an initial investment and we can go from there.
Okay, great! Be sure to check out my other experiments. Bye-bye now! Oh, sorry. My mind wanders like that. What did I have to say? Right, that's it. You're in need of a lot of magical energy, correct? In your line of work, I mean.
You could say that.
Yes, well, you know that device I said I'd use to remove this energy from you. Have we talked about that yet? I can't remember. So anyway, I think I could create a similar device to, infuse your body with some of the stores I have. You'd just sit down, strap yourself in, then I'd take care of the rest. I'd require a fee, of course. Sound like a good idea?
Yeah, could be. Give me a moment to consider.
Oh, sure. Take your time. I'm sure nothing terrible is going to happen in the meantime. Hey there! So, I've been working on something you may be interested in. You know that lovely magical energy you've got bubbling around inside you?
Yes.
I think I found a way of siphoning it from you. Isn't that great?
Yes, but I kinda need that energy. You do realize that, right? It's not an endless supply.
Sure, but not all of it. I could really use some of it for the experiments I've got going on here. I'd give you gold in return. You can never have enough of that.
Not sure I'm completely on board with being strapped into a chamber and letting it leech the strength from my body.
Oh, don't be so dramatic. You wouldn't feel a thing, I promise.
If you say so.
My lord, do you have a minute?
Sure. What do you have for me this time?
It's, I suppose you could refer to it as a forge, or perhaps a reforge, or something.
Is it a forge or not? I'm not following.
In a way, yes. You see, I theorize that weapons, armor, just about any item you could think of, have a certain amount of potential energy trapped within them that dictates their shape and properties. Now, if we were to unlock that potential energy, you know, break the bonds it already has, we could allow it to reform as something new. It would have to hold the same amount of energy, of course, so it would not be more powerful. But perhaps the new item and its properties would suit you better. Who knows?
Can I choose the properties?
No. I don't know how I'd control such a thing. It'll be a roll of the dice, really. But you know, you seem like quite a lucky person.
Lucky? That's an interesting way of looking at my life.
Yes, well, do come to me if you'd like to invest. Transmutation Forge. That's what I should call it. Sounds fancy, doesn't it?
If that's what you want to call it, be my guest.
The City of Discovery. Isn't that supposed to be one of its names? Kinda hard to live up to that name without any ships.
Eugene, is there a problem?
Oh, my lord, you shouldn't sneak up on the elderly, you know, it's not good for their health. Can I be straight with you?
You tend to be anyway.
Okay, well, it's just that if we're going to have all these seekers at our disposal, shouldn't we be sending them to the best places? And well...
If I may interject, I think I know what Eugene here is trying to say.
Oh? Please, enlighten me.
Put simply, we need ships. Stormfall knows the seas better than anyone, and dispatching seekers and diplomats would be far more efficient if we could put them on ships.
Oh, how about it? Must have read my mind. It's like you plucked the words I was just about to say right out of my mouth.
All we need to do is renovate the shipyards. They are in a pretty sorry state following the recent conflicts, but it's nothing that can be fixed with the right investment.
Perhaps it's not such a bad idea.
I'll say. I'm the one who came up with it.
Let me know if you're able to divert the resources, my lord.
Welcome to the Diamond Council, my lord. Here we will focus on the most pressing domestic matters. Ordering the construction of new infrastructure, for example, that will allow our existing enterprises to thrive.
Roads, workshops, defenses, irrigation networks, anything like that.
Irrigation networks? Oddly specific, Valence.
Oh, no, not particularly.
You'll have to get used to this maneuvering, my lord. Valence is of House Blacktide, A noble house that invests heavily in Stormfall's agriculture and sells a lot of excess produce beyond our borders. So you see, everyone here wants something from you. Be sure to watch your step.
Do not play coy, Valence. You cannot.
Excuse me, but are there any other urgent matters you wish to discuss?
No, my lord.
Oh, not particularly, my lord.
Nothing from me, my lord.
Then we shall adjourn the council. I will recall you when I have need of guidance.
Greetings, my lord. I have a renovation project that may be of interest to you. I used to organize security details for many of Damascus's diplomats before he relinquished his throne. Anyway, as I was about to say, Stormfall not so long ago had a trade assembly. It was used to organize diplomatic missions as well as dispatch them. If we were to renovate the assembly, our diplomats would have their base of operations returned to them. You would be able to order trade missions to all over the continent. They would leave in caravans, protected by a small detachment of Thunderblades. I would be on hand to brief them, of course.
Trade will certainly be important if Stormfall is to rise again.
Very good. Come to me when you're ready to divert the necessary resources, my lord.
At last, they send the competent authorities. Glad to meet you, dear Regent. My name is Hector, captain of the Mermaid. We anchored in the bay a few days ago, but the city has yet to authorize our stay. My merchant crew is stuck on the ship until they do. I couldn't tell you why, of course. Some Thunderblade whoever decided I was a suspicious fellow and froze the procedure. Now I know what you're thinking. Why would I trust this vagrant hawker over my own gods? The truth is, I'm a rather useful fellow. I sail to find the finest armors, crafts that truly transcend the mundane. I am after beauty, nothing more, nothing less. If you wanted these pristine, unique, and exclusive wares, I might be willing to part with them. If you authorize the stay of my ship, my crew, and of course, myself. When you've come to a conclusion, tell your people to send for Hector.
We will make the necessary arrangements.
Don't get too close.
Oh, their breath is horrible, isn't it? Imagine the price you could fetch for one of those.
They're impressive and all, but did they have to come and take up so much space? We have business to conduct.
They are smaller than I expected.
Can they talk? I swear I heard it talk.
Back in my day, I'd have done 2 contracts by now.